All right, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of my axe handle making. I took a piece of this 1.5-inch hickory and I've got it bandsawed out in the shape that I want. I've got it, what I'll probably do is take and bandsaw it this way, make it a little thinner, and then I'll round it out with the draw knife and the spoke shave. I'll show you that process. And here's a head that I picked up for a buddy of mine. He's wanting me to make him a axe. And so I got this head. I'm going to clean it up. It's a 3.5 pound. It's got a stamp on the other side, but I can't make out what it says. It's got a little bit of mushrooming on the end. We'll clean that up. We'll sharpen it nicely for him and make him a nice little axe. All right, I'll video a little bit as I go. All right, what I'm doing is working on the eye, and I took my spoke shave and I got it roughed down. And now I'm taking my rasp. I've got 2 different rasps. That one's pretty aggressive. And then this one has 2 sides, an aggressive side and a smoother side. I'll finish up with that and then sand it once I get it to where the head will fit on there good. But right now I'm just working on that. I'll take the head and test it, see how close I'm getting, see where it needs to come off. And I'm a little bit wide up and down. And then I'm a little fat too, so I've got to work on that. So I'll just clamp her down in there and work it down. I've got a pencil mark on the end, but I don't really go by that too closely or too exactly. Kind of just a reference point, and it's more just an eyeballing it and fitting it that way. If I got my camera set up to where you can see what I'm doing, I've got it clamped into a light holder, and so I'm getting close. Getting real close. That's looking good. I want a nice snug fit on it, and so you want to be careful not to go too far, and then my wedge will get in there and tighten it up, finish it off. I forgot to turn the camera on. I get busy working and don't think about the camera. And I got the end fit into the eye of the axe. It fits nice and snug. I'll go back and cut me a kerf in it, and that'll open it up even more, and then my wedge will tighten it back. What I'm doing now, I rounded the end down here. I got this end worked up. I got to sand it. So what I'm doing now is rounding the handle itself. I don't know if you can see that in the shot or not, but I'm taking my spoke shave and just knocking the corners off of this and getting it to a round shape. And it's getting pretty close, and then I'll take my rasp back and clean it up. The grain on this hickory, it'll be running one direction one moment, and next thing you know, you turn around and it'll catch and it'll rip a big chunk out. So you got to be careful. I find that I do better with my spoke shave than with my draw knife on the finer work like this. So what I'm going to do here is just take this and put it in my shave horse here and just work it around, kind of eyeballing it. And on this, I use my hand to get the feel that I want. And I'm watching it too, to make sure it looks like I want it to look. And like I said, being careful that you don't get a big tear out, because that'll ruin it. And I just trying to watch the direction of the cut will affect the way the grain runs sometimes. And I just work it down, get it close to where I want it. And this shavings I use in the winter to start my fire. You're talking about something that'll get a fire going. That's real dry. And I put a handful of that in there. A little bit of kindling on top of it. Ooh, it'll get a fire going in a hurry. Now see right here, I can go about either direction. It's wanting to tear out this way and tear out right here. So I'm going to leave that alone and probably work it with my rasp. And move on to the next one. Get out there, sometime it gets hard to reach it. Hickory is a hard wood, but I tell you, it is beautiful, in my opinion. This piece of hickory's got a nice character mark in it, and I like having that little bit of a dark streak running through my handles. Gives it character, as I said. So I'm going to stop the camera and work a little here. I'll just get it to where, like I said, it's pretty roughed out, and then I'll take my rasp and fine tune it. Alright guys, as you can probably see here, I'm just about done with this project. I'm not doing too good on remembering to start the recorder, take the time to record, and just want to show you what I got here. This is sanded. It's got about 4 coats of boiled linseed oil on it. I'm going to put several more on. And, oops. I think it turned out really nicely. Feels real good in the hand. It's probably pretty dark on that side with that sunlight coming in there. That's a dark place in the grain. But it turned out really nicely. Head fit on real tight. I got the back end cleaned up there and rounded over nicely. Now I got to take time to sharpen the edge there. I think it'll sharpen up real nicely. But I'm very happy with the way it turned out, and hopefully my friend will be. So just wanted to kind of walk you through the process, how I do it. So there's one axe for you. Y'all have a good day.